My name's Caroline Clark and I work as a postural alignment specialist. So my main business is to get people out of pain, get them to understand where muscles and joints are working and when they're not working. So this is a great exercise for actually seeing what your hips are up to and working. You're looking at, you've got a ball and socket. So the ball is your femur bone with your, what's called trochanter. I can only remember that because it sounds horsey to me, with the ball on the end of it that goes into the socket of your pelvis. And there should be a good movement internally, externally, up and down with that ball and socket. But sometimes it gets a little bit stuck. So this is a great exercise for actually getting it going again. Right, so we're going to start with two things we need. We need a block. I actually use high density foam blocks, but you can use a pillow or a cushion. Just make sure that you've got a little bit of give in it, and we are going to use a belt. So again, I use luggage straps because they're really easy to do up and undo, as long as you don't catch your thumbs and fingers in there. So we're going to start the beginning of this exercise, we're starting with a cushion. So when we're going to lie on our backs, we're going to be lying in a position where we're lying on our backs with our knees bent and our feet flat on the floor. You're going to put the cushion in between your knees. All right, so this, to start with, we're lying out like this. Arms are down here at 8:20, and just feel what's going on in your body. Do your shoulders feel nice and equal on the ground? Now, I want you to have your feet pointing dead ahead, as though you're on skis with your feet, so they're just pointing straight ahead. And you're just going to start with, you're just going to do 20 squeezes, but I'm just going to do 5 because I'm putting you in lots of different positions. So the first one is feet dead ahead, and you just squeeze 5 times. Now bring the weight slightly to the inside of your feet, and you'll feel your adductors working. So that's everything on the inside is starting to work, including that little ball and socket. So we're going for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing 5, otherwise we're here all day. Right, so feet are in that position at the moment. Next position we're going to is our feet together. So they are absolutely flush to each other. So lying on your back again, feet together, and do another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's got our hips are now internally rotating. So that ball and socket, the ball is internally rotating as you are doing this. So it's going inwards and rotating inwards at the same time. Right, the next position for our feet is going to be our feet are hips width apart, and then turn your feet out like Donald Duck and squeeze. So you're going to do 5 like that. Again, lying on your back. God, I'm going to get giddy like this. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's externally rotating femurs. So your leg bone is working outwards, but you're squeezing again. So another position for that ball and socket. So the next position is you're coming onto the balls of your feet, which I've done in a video before, but I'm actually improving the whole thing. Every week we're improving things. So squeeze again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heels down, toes up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then both feet on the ground, squeeze and walk the feet. And you just go heel, toe, heel, toe. Now, at one point you may feel cramp, but cramping isn't a bad thing. You're just working muscles that haven't been worked very much before. So I would start actually with 10 of each of those, and then you could work up to 20 of each. That's that's working your adductors. So everything on the inside of the thigh, but your abductors, your outsides are doing a little bit as well. So the next exercise, we are doing the whole thing again with a belt around our knees. So the belt goes just above the thigh, around the knees, just around the thighs. You do it up so you can just get a fist between the knees. You don't want an elastic belt, you want a hard belt, because if you use elastic, you're just going to use your main muscle groups. I want to go for the joint muscles. So when you pull against this, you can actually feel it in the hip joints working. So the first position, as though you're on skis again. Arms are out, palms are up, you feel quite equal. Bring the weight slightly to the outside of your feet. That is going to give a little bit of tension in the belt. Once you've got that tension in the belt, that is actually starting those abductors working. That's your IT bands and everything on the outside, secondary hip flexors. So just let that pull very slightly. That's your go-to position, so you don't collapse your knees in. All right, so you pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the one before, put your feet alongside each other so they're just alongside, and pull 1, 2, 3. You're going to feel it right here in the hip bones. 4, 5. Now feet are hips width apart. Donald duck, so they're sticking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now your feet are pointing straight ahead again onto the balls of your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heels down, toes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feet firmly on the ground, pull out with the knees and walk the feet. This gives you your ankle movement at the same time. So that's getting the whole body working. All those hips working, everything from internal rotation, external rotation, up and down, just the whole lot. The easy way to find out whether it's working is put your thumbs where your body meets your thighs and let your hands spread out, and you'll feel the knobbly bit on each of your hip bones. Then when you pull and release, just check they're working equally, and that's that big IT band working on either side. So that is my work your hips out. So that's working the ball and socket on your adductors and your abductors. So that's my video for today. My book is out the second week of July, we hope. It's with the printers right at the moment, so this is 2021, and very, very excited about that. It's going to be fabulous, a reference book that you can just go to. You've got a headache, got backache, upper back, lower back, shoulders, ball and socket, ankles, feet, whatever you want. It's going to have exercises to do. Very easy to read, not a lot of text. Being dyslexic, there was never going to be a lot of text in that one. So hopefully I will see you very soon at my next video. My website should be above my head at the moment, and don't forget to subscribe to me. Speak to you soon. Bye.